Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? What is going on? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me see if I can do both of my streaming here. Yeah. How y'all doing? Oh man, what did I just do? Greetings, 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 greetings. Happy, what's today? Sunday. Hope you guys, hey Tink. Hope you guys are having an amazing, um, blessed day. And everything is going. Trying to work this. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yes, okay. Good. Good. Hey, so we left off. Hey Stacy, hey Suzette, hey Belinda, hey guys, hey Starburst. We were talking about cleaning up our feelings, okay? We were talking about cleaning up our feelings. How do we clean up these feelings? Happy New Year's, Happy New Year. JP was good. Hey Shell, how are you doing? I was supposed to come back live yesterday, but I had some things going on and I was stuck taking care of some business, so I didn't come back on last night. So I wanted to finish up tonight, speaking about we're still on this journey of 2025 being the year of release. Okay, so my theme for this Happy New Year's, Michelle. Happy New Year to you too. Hey Baptima, how you doing? Hey Moni, is it Moni? Oh, Moni Amanda, how you doing? Saudi, Happy New Year to you too. Dana, how you doing? Happy New Year to you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Hey, Julie, blessings and greetings to you guys, man. Blessings to you guys. Like I said, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Now, a couple of days ago, I was talking about moving on to this new life, right? The life of clearing the old energy away, because many of us are stuck in that old toxic energy. Okay, many of us are stuck in that old useless energy that's not no good for us. And this is 2025. This is the year of release. I claim this. Hey Chesney, I claim this to be the year of release. It's time to release. And hey Tony, welcome. I know that many of us don't know how to release. Hey Cheryl Bailey, Happy New Year. Mani. Okay, Mani. Got it. I got it, Mani. Many of us don't know how to release. Many of us are stuck with old people in our spirit, old energies in our spirit, and it's time that we learn to release. Okay, so I don't know where we left off. I don't remember where we left off because you all know my memory is not when it comes to keeping things in my head. I don't keep things in my head, so my memory is not the greatest when it comes to keeping things in my head. I wanted to start with something though. This is what I wanted to start with. This is where our biggest thing is. Many of us we're still carrying our ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, ex-husband. Hey Stacy, yes Stacy. Cheers to the year of release. Many of us are still carrying people in our spirit. Men, women, children, past, fathers, mothers, cousins, and uncles in our spirits, and it's time to release those spirits. But let me talk about something real quick. I think many of us need to understand this one part. Many of us need to understand this one part. Hey Cherry, how are you doing? Sherry, let's talk about this one thing. Part of releasing. I'm pretty good, thanks. Siri, I wasn't talking to you. Part of this one thing that we must do is this. Many of us go through something. Listen, I'm gonna go right into it. Okay, I'm gonna go right into it. I'm not gonna waste time. Okay, I'm not wasting your time. It's Sunday night. I know you are gonna go to bed because you know you all have your all 10 hours sleep. I get it. Part of our biggest issue is this: we don't know how to shut up. We don't know how to shut up, and it's hard to release when you can't shut up. Hey, Stacia, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stacia. If you can't shut your mouth, you can't release because many of you are speaking, and you telling everybody about your ex-husband, your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. every time you have a chance to speak about where you came from, you are taking that chance to speak on it. Every opportunity that you have to speak about your old self, your old life, your old husband, your old wife, your old experience, you are taking it. And the more you speak on that situation, is the longer it stays. And many of you, you can't clear the energy if you keep speaking about it. We don't understand that it is done. We don't understand that your words recreate your feelings. Your words recreate your emotions. Your words are recreating the situation in your spirit. And every time you speak about your stuff, about the past, to everyone who is prepared to listen, you relive it again. And as you relive it, your emotions and your feelings and your thoughts and your body is experiencing it all over again. And so you can't move on because it just happened 2 minutes ago. Because only 2 minutes ago, you became quiet. Many of us don't understand this. Why do we keep speaking about where we came from and don't speak about where we are going? Why do we keep explaining where we are coming from? Why do we keep explaining? And every time you explain, you call their name, don't you? Every time you explain, every time you explain, you're calling their name, you're speaking about them, you're waking them up. Morocco, how are you doing? Every time you speak on a situation, you speak about what happened and who happened and how it happened and what they did and what they said to you and how they treated you. And every time you speak on it, your spirit gets angry again. Christine, how are you doing? Your emotions are caught up in the situation again, and then your body begins to relive it. And then here comes the anxiety, and here comes the stuff. You got to learn to shut your mouth. You all talk too much. Why are we talking so much? Learn to speak on where you are going, as if you already got there already. Speak to it like you're already there. Don't speak to where you're coming from. But who are you all talking to so much? What's up, Malik? Who are you speaking? Who are you speaking to so much? Who are you speaking to? What are you saying? Why do you want to say it? And you know what though? That becomes a scary cycle, don't it? It becomes a very scary cycle because they catch you in a trap. They catch you into a trap. Hey, Lewis, the more you keep speaking, because the more they keep asking you, the more, listen, it keeps you in that frequency. Listen, the more you speak on it, is the more you stay in that frequency. And the more you stay in that frequency, is the more you attract people and situations in that same frequency. And the more we relive our situation and questioning, why does this always happen to me? Why is it happening to me again? Why do they want to hurt me again? Why am I being cheated on again? Because it's happening over and over and over because you keep running your mouth. You got to learn to be quiet, man. You got to learn to be quiet. It keeps you in the same frequency. Listen, somebody said, when it's over, it's over. When it's done, it's done. And every time you speak on them, you give them so much power. You are empowering them again in your life. That person has moved on. They are gone. Let me explain to you something. I want you all to understand this. And sometimes you might have to write this down. This is a very important message. We are quick to repeat. Everybody is not meant to go on your journey with you. Do we say that? Everybody is not meant to go with you where you are going. Do we always say that? Exactly, Megan. Who always say everybody is not meant to go with us? To talk about some event in calm at first, but then emotions start rising. And give me a second, Morocco. How many of us will repeat, everybody is not meant to go with us where we're going? Well, guess what? You ain't meant to go with them either. It's not just one way, it's two ways. It's not just one way, it's two ways. That means we ain't supposed to go with them either. It's not just your journey. We are all on a journey. And if everybody ain't supposed to be with you on your journey, on your come up, then you can't be with them on their come up either. Listen, sometimes, listen. This sounds really cliche and it sounds weird, but let me repeat this. It's just like how God is working on you, is working on them too. You're not just their child. Everybody is his child. Listen, everybody's his children. Some of you like to, if you mess with me, you know who I serve? Yeah, that's their God too. that's hey, that's their God. That's like my daughter comes to me. Oh, I'm gonna tell daddy, and you know what daddy does? What's up, Jake? If I tell daddy, you know what daddy's gonna do, right? You know daddy's gonna put you out in the house because I'm his child. Well, that's my other child too. So I can't. What am I gonna do? What you expect me to do? Hey, don't do it again. It's wrong. Some of y'all think God working for you. Oh, if you mess with me, God will stop it. Stop the nonsense. It's ridiculous. Everybody ain't meant to be on your journey. Just like how you ain't meant to be on everybody's journey. You can't go where they're going. You can't go where God is taking them. And they can't go where God is taking you. And when you accept that, you let sleeping dogs lay. God let him be sold into slavery to ultimately slave his family when famine struck. Facts. Because we don't know what's going on. We love to repeat. Everybody ain't going where God taking you, but you can't go with it. God is taking them. God is not your business. Where God is taking them ain't your business. Sometimes you were part of their journey. You were part of their lessons. The lesson is over. Learn to move on. Learn to accept it. Learn to accept that you ain't here to stay in everybody's life. Learn to accept it. What's so hard to accept? Some of you talking about, I'm hurt. I can't move on. Why? Because you can't accept that this moment is just as beautiful as the last. This moment right here, with or without them. Not doing that or doing this. At the supermarket or at the mall. At home or outside. Every moment is the right moment. And every moment is just as beautiful. You just choosing one moment over the next. And it's causing you to suffer. If you want to free yourself this year, you have to understand this moment right here is the last one I got. This moment is my last moment. It could be my last moment. This moment, see, the moment spent with you was beautiful. Now, the moment without you must be beautiful too. Don't get it confused. You can't get it confused. See, this moment when you was there was beautiful. It's the moment that's beautiful. There's no tomorrow, only today. The moment was beautiful. This moment is just as beautiful because the Creator created it just for you. So how do you accept it? You accept it because it's all we got. It's all we got. We don't got him. We ain't got her. We got this moment. We don't have a man or a woman. We have this moment. We don't have mothers and fathers. We have this moment. You gotta make the moment count. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you so much. You gotta make the moment count. I don't know what we're doing. I can't move on. What you mean you can't move on? I'm saying, what you mean we can't move on? Morocco, you asked a question earlier. You said, did I miss it? Then how do you talk about some event? I'm calm at first, but emotions start to. So how do you talk about events? You talk about events. Number one, first, you have to accept the events first. Exactly, Southern. Exactly, facts. How do you talk about events that makes you emotional? Let me tell you this. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with emotional, right? There's nothing wrong with how getting emotional when you're talking about, because when I talk about sometimes Iraq, I get emotional too. But it doesn't mean, right? It doesn't have that meaning that I'm still sad. Sometimes the memory hits you and you're sad. But in that situation, still you are blessed. You know that you are happy to be here. You know that, you are still here amongst fighting the life and being love and being. So sometimes, yes, you're going to speak about events that are going to bring emotional memories to you. But understanding is acceptance. You have to accept all things. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So they didn't. Exactly, Gracie. You have to accept the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yes, John, I am. You have to accept the good, the bad, and the ugly. And when you learn to accept those things, when you learn to accept it, you can speak about it. Because you're not complaining no more. Because you're not complaining. You're just speaking about it. This happens. You're not complaining. You're not fussing. Yeah, you might get emotional, but that's life, right? Because emotions can't stop you. Emotions are just energy moving through you, and sometimes you get emotional. But when you are emotional, how you think is a big part of that. When you are emotional, because emotions are not bad, emotions are beautiful. What's up, Focus? How you doing, man? Emotions are beautiful. Hey, thank you, Truth. Thank you so much. Been watching your videos and I've learned so much. Thank you too. Thank you so much, Truth Be Told. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But yeah, emotions are just beautiful. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to you too. Hope you're having an amazing one. Understand. So then, listen, man. You have to understand. We have to understand, man. We gotta stop speaking about the bad like it's a bad. If you accept, one thing I have learned on this journey to be in this moment, to be in peace, to be peaceful. Because if you cannot accept, you can't have peace. Acceptance is the only way towards peace. Acceptance. Whether you accept in Christ, right? Accepting what happened, accepting somebody did this to you so you can forgive them. Accept whatever is, because without acceptance, there's no peace. Because if you don't accept what it means, you're going to be fighting it. If you don't accept, you can't sleep. If you don't accept, you can't relax. If you don't accept, your mind will not slow down. Your mind slows down when you accept. Your mind says, when you accept, nothing happens until you accept. There's no cure, there's no peace, there's no happiness, there's no joy, there's no love, there's nothing until you accept. And until you understand this, Lord, be with you. Crystal, same to you. Thank you so much. Hey, Stacy. Watch your videos and I'm learning a lot. Thank you, Erica Carr. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Acceptance is the key. Acceptance. Some of you can't accept. You think, because you think that you know what's best for you. You think that you can't accept that person leaving you. You can't accept he leaving you. You can't accept they don't want you. You can't accept they don't like you. You can't accept that it's a different time. You can't accept that this is your time to expand. You can't even accept what you have done because you think that you shouldn't have. You can't accept, so you can't forgive yourself. You can't accept the fact that you are still learning and you are still growing. And it's, yes, it sucks that you did what you did, but you can't accept that I'm just a baby too. I'm just a baby. What's up, Ray? How you doing, man? You can't accept you are just a child. You think you flattering yourself thinking that you're grown and you are baby food. You ain't on baby. You still sucking the bosoms of life. Hey, resilient. You still wet behind your ears. Yeah, John. So I'm telling you, acceptance is the key for change. You have to accept. Accept the ones who have hurt you. Forgive them. When Christ, one of the greatest things that Christ said? One of the greatest things that Christ said? He said, hey, forgive them for, they don't even know what they're doing, but forgive them anyways. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have died for their sins. If it wasn't for them, see, they don't even understand. And on their plot to destroy me, they saved me. They saved themselves. You cannot you don't know the bigger picture. You are so worried about your little ego and your little feelings and your emotions that you can't see the bigger picture. You are so self-driven, only in yourself. You are so selfish. Hey, hot quarter, how are you doing? You have to accept. You want to make it? Accept it. You want to be happy? Accept. You want to be peace? Accept. You got to accept this. This is not a commandment of God, but it's a commandment of life. If you don't accept, you're going to fight. And You know, anybody in their 40s or 50s here? Anybody in their 40s, 50s, 60s? Stacia, listen, anybody in their 40s, 50s, 60s here? How is fighting working for you? How is fighting working? How is it how is it, hey T, how is fighting working? Is it working for you guys now? Michelle, I'm telling you, how is it? Donna, how is it working for you? It's not working, is it? You're tired, ain't you? Sue Power, what's going on? I bet you're tired, ain't you? You're tired. You're frustrated. You have high blood pressure. Diabetes is kicking your butt. It's not working, my station. It doesn't work. Because now listen, you know what? This is now, can I be real with you all, man? This is an important number. We're talking about clearing out their old energy to 2025. At 40, you in the wilderness. You don't know what the hell God has plans. You know, we don't know what God has plans. We don't know what life has. We're in the wilderness now. We're in the wilderness. But in the wilderness, life is showing you. Hey, lovely, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Jesse. Life is showing you that fighting don't work out here. That's what life is showing you. Life is showing you all that fighting ain't working here. Ain't that what life is showing you right now in your 40s, 50s? I know most of my followers are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even 70s. Ain't life showing you in this wilderness where everything looks different because you're at a certain stage in your life, not age, but stage, nothing that you do from the past works. Nothing. It doesn't work anymore. You talking about all these people ain't working. You being lazy ain't working. You not loving yourself ain't working. You not forgiving yourself is not working. Look at your body. Look at your body. Your body is fighting. Your body is tired, it's drained. Your body, listen, your body is hurting, ain't it? Your neck hurts, your shoulder hurts, your chest hurts, your knee hurts, your freaking leg hurts. Everything hurts, don't it? It's because it's not working anymore. This is the wilderness time. This is not time. This is not the time to be acting like you was 12 years old, 21 years old again. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. This is the time to be free of those things, man. It's time to be free. It's time to be free. It's time to move on. It's time to let things go. It's time to allow the things that you have grown up with to leave you alone. The people that you have grown up with to leave you alone. The relationship that you have grown with to leave you alone is no longer working. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Patsy. How you doing, girl? Happy New Year, Christine. Happy New Year to you, too. Thank you so much. Sylvia, you don't fight anymore. I'm telling you. No more, man. You all get what I'm saying, right? Who are you all fighting? Who are you all fighting? It's time for freedom, V. Who are we fighting still? Listen, you can't fight to be loved. How is that working? Fighting somebody to see your value? How is that working? It ain't working, is it? Fighting and begging somebody to love you back? It ain't working, is it? It ain't working no more. We're in the wilderness. Listen, fighting to be recognized and to be appreciated, it ain't working no more because it makes you do more and more and more and more and more. And now you're tired. You can't breathe properly. There's no one to fight. What you're fighting is your old self. What you're fighting is your own self because you're in two different places. First, you was in slavery. Now you're in freedom. Or you're on your way to freedom. See, in slavery, what you do in slavery is not what you do when you are free. Understand this. Understand this. What you do in slavery, as you call slave to sin, slave to the devil, slave to your own reality, slave to your own thoughts, slave to your own nonsense. What you do in slavery, you cannot do in your freedom era. It doesn't work. It's two different frequencies. It's two different places. This is why it's not working. You're out here complaining every day. You don't want to exercise. You don't want to eat better. You don't want to sleep. Because you can't do it. You can't bring it over here. You know, like I said last week, or a couple days ago, you remember God had them walk around in the wilderness for 40 years? He had to let everything go. Everything had to get out of you. Everything had to be released. Everything had to leave you. Everything had to leave them. They couldn't carry that stuff in the promised land. They couldn't carry that stuff in the promised land. And the reason why you can't make it to the promised land, because you are trying to carry that stuff there. And you can't fit them there. There's no place to put them. That's facts, Belinda. That's right. It was supposed to be 11 days. Hey, Belinda. It was supposed to be an 11-day journey. They took 40 years. Why? Because they tried to carry everything that... No, you can't carry those things. No, you can't. Listen. Hey, listen. Can I say something? You can't carry all that anger. Listen. We're doing 2025, time to release, right? We're taking small steps, time to release. 2025, the year of release, the year of freedom. This is Exodus year. This is Exodus. Listen, 2025, time to release. You can't keep carrying anger in the promised land. Listen, you can't carry. Listen, somebody had anger there before. What? The devil, right? Satan, right? He took them things there and he had to be casted out. And he ruined so many people, so many angels was cast down if you believe in that stuff. But listen, you can't carry anger there. You carry it there when you're old life because you have any reason to. Now, you have to work it out. Oh, Sang, how you doing, girl? You can't carry resentment there. You hear me? You can't carry resentment there. It's the one that comes from being a fool. Facts, John, facts. You can't carry resentment. Sure, that's what you preach today. You can't carry resentment there. You know resentment? Ain't that one of the hardest things to get rid of? Resentment? Oh my Lord. Because people really do some shitty stuff, don't they? Happy New Year to you too. Thank you so much. People really do some shitty stuff. Don't they, JP? They really be doing. Oh my, hey, Danny Divine. Thank you. People will really do some shitty stuff. Kat, how you doing? Happy New Year. People will do some shitty stuff. And when they do it, it's so bad that you took it personal. And when you took it personal and you miss the fact that they are just a shitty person sometimes, there wasn't a mood, there wasn't a vibe, there wasn't an energy, there wasn't a thought, there wasn't a feeling, there wasn't this. And you get caught up into that stuff. Some people are petty. And when you get caught up into it, right? You know what happens? You stick in it. You can't carry that. So now you gotta walk around 40 more years. It's just free in my spirit. Let it go. Listen, you have to walk around another additional 2 years just to get rid of it. Just walking around in circles. That's what we're doing now. We're walking around in circles because we fail. One thing that you gotta give up is your resentment. You can't, because I can't forgive my father. My father did me wrong. I'm telling you, see, I can't forgive my father. He let me, he didn't even be there for me. He wasn't even there. You can't let it go because it is your wealth. You hear me? You see that word, wealth? The reason why we can't have the other wealth is because our anger is rich. Who am I speaking to? Our resentment is rich. Listen, who am I? You have wealth in the you have a wealth of resentment, don't you? Lord, have mercy. Yeah, Morocco, you have a wealth of bitterness. That's why you can't be wealthy anywhere else. You carrying too much wealth in your spirit, and it's not going for you. It's going against you. It's too heavy, ain't it? One thing thou lack. Miss Mellow Yellow, how you doing? One thing thou lack. Jamisha, how you doing, girl? One thing thou lack. One thing, sell all your riches and give to the poor. It says one thing you lack is take the resentment for your father, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, your ex-boyfriend. Take that resentment that you've been carrying for all your years and give it away. You say, I can't do it, so I can't be free. I was in a bad. James, what's going on, man? Hey, Ann, how are you doing? One thing thou lack. Take your resentment and give it away. Nah, I can't. Nah. But if I give it away, then my ex-husband will, my ex-wife, or my ex-boyfriend, my ex-girlfriend will, they will be off the hook. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. You want me to throw away my father should have known better. He did it on purpose. My father did it on purpose. My mother did it on purpose. One thing thou lackest, I'm telling you, one thing. Listen, I don't know who this message is for. And I don't care who it's for. And maybe it's for me. Priscilla, how are you doing? Long time no see. Long time no see. How are you doing? Maybe this message is for me. I don't know who it is for. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We all can use it. 2025, we cannot take anything there that doesn't fit there. We can't take it there. Cynthia, is for you? We don't have the cross to bear. Ray, listen. We can't, listen, one thing thou lackest. You tell me that anger ain't doing nothing for you, that's good, but you're still carrying it because you can't get rid of it. Because if you get rid of it, you think, hey, Miss Taylor, you think that let somebody off the hook, somebody who did some, listen, can I ask you a question? Let's start our freeing right now. Let's start our freeing. Can we start being free right now? Listen, I'm smiling, right? Because it's not because it's funny. I'm excited. I'm smiling because it's not funny. I'm excited because I see things happening. I see things happening. Can we start our freeing right now? Let's think about that. Do you remember what they did to you? And I want you, take a moment. And let me say this again. Do you remember what they did to you? And I want you, that person that came to your mind when I said that. That person. Did somebody come to your mind? Next thing. You miss him, don't you? You miss her, don't you? You miss them, don't you? That second question. I want to get those two questions. Do you remember what they did to you? That person. You miss them, don't you? And that person. Those two questions. Whoever comes to your mind. Let's pause there for a second. Let's pause there for a second. Let's pause there for a second because I think this is very important. Those two questions are the most powerful questions I have tonight. I don't read tarot. I don't read cards. I don't do cards. I don't do those things. I don't have to do those things. I don't want to know my future. I know my present. That's all I need to know. Hey, Joanne, how are you doing? Thank you, Arafo, is it called Arafo? Thank you. I appreciate you. Now think about the person who have done those things to you. Person who have hurt you, the person who you miss. I want you to imagine that person had to learn his lesson, had to learn her lesson, had to learn their experience like how you was supposed to learn yours. I want you to realize that person is on their journey just like how you are. Imagine them on a journey, doing the best that they can. Not according to what you think they should know. Not according to who you think they should be. Not according to what you think they should have done better or worse. I'm talking about imagine that person doing the best that they can. Nobody, do you remember you? Look at you. I want you to think about this. Do you do the best that you can? I'm sure you do. But the information, the knowledge, the experience you have, you are doing the best that you can. Hey, Janice, how you doing? You're doing the best that you can. They are too. It's not just you. It's not just you. It's not just you. They're doing it too. They just hurt, just like you are. They are filled with emotions just like you are. They are filled with pain just like you are. They are filled with resentment and everything else just like you are. So how dare you not accept it? And as you think about that person, who you miss or who hurt you. I want you to now imagine them. See them as their best version. See them as their best version. And as you exhale, I want you to repeat these 4 words. Take a deep breath in, think about them, and repeat, I wish you love. You want to release? Let's release now. We don't have excuses no more. We can't make excuses no more. We can't wait anymore. We can't put it on hold anymore. We can't pause anymore, because as we pause, our hearts are hurting. Our bodies are hurting. Our life is slowing down. It's not pleasing. It's not pleasant. I want you to think about that person. And as you inhale, imagine them in your spirit being the best version. And as you exhale, let the love leave you. I wish you love. And let the love literally leave you. Just don't use your mouth. I want you to imagine the love leaving you and connected to that spirit. I send you love. Just those 4 words. Can we do that? And see how your heart feels. See how your heart feels. You can't keep putting that strong pressure on your heart and expect to live a happy life. You can't keep putting that pain on your heart and expect your heart to give you love. You can't keep putting that pressure on your heart and think that your heart is not going to have a high blood pressure. You can't keep that pressure on your heart and you think that your heart is going to pump the blood the way how it should. You can't keep putting that pressure on your heart and expect that heart to love like it's supposed to. Think about that person. One you miss, the one who have hurt you. Breathe in, keep them in your spirit, wish them, look at their best version. Exhale, I send you love. Feel the love leave. Feel your energy gets lighter. Your blood pressure was crazy, huh? What if the person who hurt you is right next to you? Same. Whether they're right next to you, far away, in your home, in your kitchen, in your living room, do it too. Hey, Christine, how you doing? No matter where they at, do it. If it's fresh, do it. Because you want to do it fast. See, people who think I forgive too easily or I forgive too fast, they think that they are doing something wrong. No, you're doing something right. Don't let it stay in you for a while. Because if you let it stay in you for a while, if you let resentment stay in you for too long, it starts to break things. It's like having a criminal in your home. Do you trust a criminal in your home? Can I ask you a question? Would you trust a criminal in your home? Would you trust a thief in your home? Would you trust a murderer in your home? Ocean, you release? Would you trust those in your home? Would you trust somebody who don't even like their own stuff, who break their own stuff in your home? I bet you wouldn't. Would you? Yeah, Gracie. If you wouldn't trust them in your home, then why trust them in your body? Release with love, Jesse. If you don't trust them in your home, why do you trust them in your heart? Release them, people. If you don't trust them in your home, why would you trust those things in your heart? Why would you trust them staying in your... Release those people, man. Hey, Miss Whitney, good evening. How are you doing? Carrying them is not helping. We are in the wilderness now. Let's be in the wilderness for a while. And we're going to talk a while. We're going to take a while to walk around. We're going to walk around in the wilderness because we got to walk those things out. But we're going to take a while. It's okay. Let's take a while. Listen, we're not going to rush this because I want to bring this on a regular basis. This is going to be our topic for the next few conversations. I want to start this release. We have to start releasing. We got to release. We got a lot of work to do. What can we do to find the right person? That's a question that I just got. Thank you, Southern girl. What can we do to find the right person? Now, we're not talking about that right now. However, there is no such thing as a right person or a wrong person. Everybody is meant for you. If your energy bring them to you, it's the right one that you need. No, I know it's not an answer that you want to hear. Hey, Nice, how you doing? That's right, Speedy. There is no right or wrong person. Cheryl, that's good. If your energy connected to them is something that you needed from them. Hey, Erica, how you doing, girl? If your energy directed you to them, they're the right person. They need to recognize something in you, to show something in you, to reflect something in you, to attract something in you. They're the right person. There's no wrong person. What is wrong? Just because you're learning a lesson, can it be wrong? Can you learn a wrong lesson? Can I ask you a question? Can you learn a wrong lesson? Think about it. Can you learn the wrong lesson? There's no wrong lesson. In this beautiful universe. In this beautiful universe. If it's for you, it'll come to you. How do you release? Wait, hold on. I saw something that I missed. How do you release, forgive, and let things go? I just said that before. You have to accept them. It's not an answer that you want to hear. You have to accept them. Thank you, Jaria. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How do you release? You have to accept it first. If you can't accept what happened, you can't release it. You're going to fight it. That's the first thing I said. If you cannot accept things as they are, then you cannot. Let me tell you, the reason why you can't, the reason why you can't release, I want you all to understand this, and I've said this multiple times. I want us to understand this concept. Let's bring it in. Understand this. Everything. You can perceive something incorrectly, and the lesson may be rooted in pain. Pain is necessary. Pain. Who has learned the most without? Who has learned without pain? Has anybody learned without pain? Anybody here? Has anybody learned without pain? Because I have learned many things with pain. I have got my ass whooped. Listen, that rod and that staff may comfort you. You know why it may comfort you? You see that rod? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Listen, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I may fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. You know what it means? In my pain, I'm comforted because I know, oh Lord. Woo. You hear me? That pain got to be there. Without pain, the kids don't learn. Do they? If you don't touch that stove, you will never believe how hot this really is. If you don't touch that stove, you will never know how hot it is to not leave it alone. I told you. Because we hard-headed people. We tough. We tough-headed. Our head is hurt. I mean, it's hard. It's dense. We don't learn. It takes us for, we got to do it again and do it again and do it again. And that's why it hurts so much, because we're doing it multiple times. So we're feeling too many licks. Yeah, Belinda, we're feeling too many licks. Now, how do you release and let go? Number one, I want us to understand this. This universe. What's up, Marianne? How are you doing? No pain, no gain. That's right, Stacy. The universe simply means one song. Right? Hey, Corey, how are you doing? The universe means literally means one verse, one song. Uni is one. Verse means song. Is one song. Listen to this. I want us to understand this. Let me tell you how to release and let go. The universe means one song. Do you know what one song is? It means everybody, everything, every creation is singing, is harmonizing in this song. Every one of us, everything, your enemies and your friends, your parents and the flies and the birds and the bees and the grasshoppers and the elephants and the gazelles and our gazelles and the lions and the air and the trees and the plants and the weeds. Everything is dancing to one song. One song. One. And if everything is dancing to one song, let's go deep. Let's go deep. Universe. Everything is on one accord. Everything works together. Everything works as one. It means this. It means, Famata, how are you doing? Let me tell you what that means. Let me tell you how that works. That means for one thing in this life to happen, for one thing in this life to take place, everything that's in the universe had to come together to create it, to make it so. Everything works together. Everything is connected. Everything is one. Universe. Someone knew that. And they say this is a universe. This is one. This is one song. One God. One baptism. It's just one. It's just one. There's no two. And so therefore, everything is happening. The temperature is this temperature. The weed is this height. The sun is this hot. The water is this wet. The trees are that grown. Everything. The fishes are swimming. The sharks eating. The lions chewing. Everything is happening, and it creates this one. Let's say he left you. Let's say he left you. Your man just left you. Everything in this universe created that one experience. Everything works together. So when you try to fight that one thing, do you notice how tired you get? Happy New Year, Glam Transcender. Thank you so much. How are you doing? When you try to fight that one thing, how does it feel? Tell me. Let's talk. Let's talk. This is not a unilog. It's a dialogue. Let's talk. When you're trying to fight that person leave you, that person did this, that person said this, that person think this, how does it feel? I bet it's tiring, isn't it? Hey, Carrie, ain't it tiring? Don't you feel tired? Ain't you frustrated? You get tired, ain't you? Because you are trying to fight everything. The entire universe is what you are fighting. The entire universe is what you are trying to take on your back. You are trying to take everything and you can't. Next thing you know, you're still in this, that you got pain all here. It's numb. Talking about my emotions are numb. Your emotions are numb. You are just fighting too much. Ain't nothing wrong with your emotions. You just can't win because it's not a battle. So therefore, hey, what's up, dope? How you doing? So what you have to learn to do is accept what is, because you cannot stop it. You have to accept what is. You have to accept everything. Without acceptance, there's no life. There's no present. Because all you're going to do is fight this present. If you cannot accept what you are doing, you are fighting this very moment. If you cannot accept You are fighting this very moment because you are still in that situation where you are trying to fight, to try to make it better. You can't. It's done. It's like carrying the world on your shoulders, literally. So the question is not how do you release? The question is, why do you release? Because if you don't, you can't win. You're tired, you are drained. You're frustrated. You're angry. It's not about how. When you understand what you are doing, see, when you understand what you are doing, you know what? It is what it is. Do you know those words? It is what it is. Those 5 words. Take it. Believe it. Drink it. Eat it. Feed it. Smell it. Let it be you. It is what it is 5 of the most powerful words. And when you accept those words, Lord, life will be with you. God will be, because there's nothing that you can do about it. Because the only thing that you control is you. This is all you have. The Lord said, listen, the Lord said, and I'm not going to tell you where he said it, because I'm sure he didn't say it in no book. But if you look at life, I'm sure it was said. Everything is mine. Right? I give you this life. I give you this life. Take that and invest it. I don't want you to invest nobody's life. I don't want you to take anybody else's talents. I don't want you to trust you. I'm going to give it to you. Do with this. All you have is this. Worry about this. Focus on this. Sleep with it. Think with it. Feel with it. See with it. Eat with it. Taste with it. Drink it. Just this. I'm going to give you just this. Just manage this. If you can manage this, listen. If you can manage this, you can do so much more. But if you can't manage it, life will eat you up. It will eat you up. Don't it though? If you can't imagine your emotions, what happens? If you can't manage your feelings, what happens? If you can't manage your energy, what happens? If you can't manage your body, what happens? If you can't manage your thoughts, what happens? If you can't manage those things, what happens? Chaos. They control you. It's chaos. It's chaotic. It's just chaotic. So now you are trying to control him leaving, she staying, him doing this, him acting this way. And all you have to do, like for instance, some people, man, some people. I heard this lady told me once. She said, Kirk, I've been with him for 20 years. And he's not changing. And he's not getting better. And I don't know what's wrong with him. But I'm praying to God that God change his heart so he can be better. I said, wow, that sounds good. So you are praying to God so God change his heart. Can I tell you something? That's right, Stacey. That's right. Can I tell you something? She said she's praying to God for God to change his heart. He is not doing anything wrong. He is living his best life. He is doing what he wants to do. I said, why are you praying to God to change his heart? Why don't you pray to God to change your heart? So that you can accept what is and see the truth in all things and see clarity. What if you can do that? So I say, instead of praying to God to change his heart, what about your heart? What are you doing with yours? How are you feeling? Are you happy? Are you at peace? No, I'm not. Then whose heart needs to be changed? Are you happy? No. Are you free? No. Are you at peace? No. Then whose heart needs changing? Listen, we're doing it wrong. See, we are trying to control everything outside of us so that we can feel okay. We are trying to control him and her and them so that we can feel okay. We think that's what the control is. If I can control them, him, her, what they do when they cheat, what they do with their bodies, what they do with their peepees, what they do with their mouths, their hands. If I can control what they are doing, then I will be okay. That means I won't have anxiety. That's like me giving people a pill. Me giving my wife or my girlfriend a pill and say, hey, take this pill so that you won't cheat, or so that you won't talk back to me, or so you won't disrespect me, so I can feel okay. Who needs the pill, me or her? Who needs a pill? And we don't see what we are doing. We only control ourselves. We don't see what we are doing. Do you know what I'm talking about, Southern girl? We don't see what we are doing. Divine, you feel me, right? Y'all. Show my moderator some love, man. Divine is on here. Wait, I know Miranda is not here. See something. Let me scroll for a second. Let me scroll for a second. Let me scroll for a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Is Jamisha still here? Happy New Year, Salem. Happy New Year. Hey, Kitty, how you doing? Listen, man. Alan Gyal, Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year. Brandy, what going on? Focus. Listen, I'm telling you, man. Listen. If we don't understand, man, if we don't realize that it's not them that need to change, the world don't need to change. Everybody think the world need to change. Why? Because you don't like it? Because you created it? Because you are God? It doesn't please you? Because it's yours? Oh, you put the groceries so late, Jamisha? People, it's you, it's us. And you know what though? Listen, I'm telling you right now, in this year of release, you have to understand one of the things that you have to release is expectations of people changing. It's expectations of people changing. Charlie, what's going on, Charlie B? Expectations, because as we wait for people to change, we begin to change, don't we? Kitty, good to see you. I ain't seen you in a long time. It's a long story. As we wait for them jokers to change, don't we change how we feel? Have you ever waited for somebody to change? A couple years? Let's be honest. Has anybody on here waited for a man or a woman to change for a couple years? It's a hard pill to swallow, ain't it? Uh-oh, my phone about to die. Y'all know my phone always dying, right? Y'all know my phone always dying. Give me a second. Give me a second. Bear with me for a second. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me change up my phone. My phone always. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yes, sir. That's facts. Facts. Try to have that conversation today. I'm telling you. You had to grow. Listen. If you ever waited for somebody to change, how was you during the change? How did you feel during the change? What were you doing during the change? How did you change during the change? How did you change while you were waiting for them to change? How did you change? Did you become anxious? Did you become sad and hateful and resentful? Didn't you? Impatient, annoyed, frustrated? Didn't you? Teacher will disappear. Facts. Net facts. Anxious and resentful. I'm telling you. Because you change. While you wait for them to change, you begin to change. Oh my God. You begin to hate yourself, don't you? You don't even recognize yourself anymore. You begin to get frustrated, annoyed, upset. Miss Cindy, what's going on? What's going on? Can you all see me? YouTube, can you all see me? I don't know what just happened. I don't know if my internet is, you became a new whole person that you didn't, okay. Okay, good. Oh, so I was going? Okay, good. I didn't even know I was going. And listen, one of the things that we have to stop doing is waiting for folks to change. We have to accept who they are. We have to accept who they are. It's who they are. We have to accept who they are. This is a part of this life. Acceptance is the key. When you could accept somebody for who they are. Cindy, we're just talking about moving on in this 2025, moving on, cleaning up the feelings and the emotions part, being in the wilderness for a minute, where everything is confusing. A part of this is to accept. Accept and leave them alone. Accept them and forgive them. Hey, thanks, John. Listen, I'm telling you, a part of it is accepting and going, because if you stay around for too long, that toxic stuff begin to mess with you. Why is it so hard for couples to change together? Because they're not supposed to. And they do change together. It's just not the change that you want. People change, but people don't change on your time. It's not that it's hard for folks to change together. It's just sometimes people are not supposed to stay together. Listen, everybody was meant to meet, but not meant to stay. Sometimes you were meant to meet, but just because you was meant to meet that stranger that you passed by doesn't mean that you were meant to stay with them either. How do you receive the things you deserve from God? I love it. I love the question. I don't know if I'm supposed to get into that tonight, but let me try to get into it. The question is, how do you receive the things that you deserve from God? The question is, what do you deserve? What do you deserve? What do you think you deserve? What do you think? What do we think? The question is, what do we think we deserve? That's the question that we need to answer. Loneliness could even bring obsession, leading to unnecessary frustration. Facts. The question is, what do you think you deserve? Because one thing about when you deserve something, you will have it. But the things that you have, you think that you deserve more, not realizing that your energy could only attract those things. You see, your energy attract what it is. Hey, Kat, what's going on, Kat? Let's meet each other, not stay together. Yeah, Kat, everybody, listen. Just because we met doesn't mean that we have to stay. If you meet somebody while you are shopping, do you stay in the store the whole time until the store closes and stay on overnight? No, sometimes you're meant to meet. Hey, how we doing? Then carry on in your journey. Many of us, we meet people and we stay with them forever, thinking that, well, one day we might become compatible. But until then, let's try. And it doesn't work. And instead of realizing and accepting, you try again and you try longer. And you made a 10-year mistake, thinking that the longer you made the mistake, it might get good. You think that the longer you hold on to a mistake, listen, who am I talking to? You believe the longer you hold on to a mistake, it corrects itself. Did anybody think that? Who believed it? The longer you made the mistake, it corrected itself. It didn't, did it? Did it? I bet it didn't. What's up, Terrelyn? How we doing? I bet it didn't. It don't correct itself. It gets worse. Listen, if you have a disease, if you have cancer or whatever it is, and you hold on to it, it begins to destroy you. It gets worse, don't it? Over time, it gets worse. Time don't heal. Everybody say time heals everything. Time don't heal a damn thing. Matter of fact, time will destroy it before it heals it. Time is not on your side. It's only the present is on your side, not time. And the present is timeless. Do we understand this? Time is not on your side. The present is. And the present is not a time, because it's right now. It's timeless. And so when you think time will become or time will make better, this is when we lose our damn minds, because we think, if I propose to you If I marry you, if I stay with you, if I do this with you, you might see my worth. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, man. Something cause fallacy. You think your efforts will sooner or later create good results. You invested too much to back down. Ain't that what it is, the more ago? You said it perfectly. I could even said it better than you did. That right there. The longer you punish yourself, ain't that something? The more sorry I prove I am. Listen, it keeps you in a trap cycle. Because now you invested time, and since time is going against you, the more time you invested is the more connected and attached that you are to it. So it keeps you in a cycle. It keeps you, yeah, Candy, it keeps you in a cycle. Because I got so much time. Have you ever said to yourself, we have so much time together? I mean, I know we're not happy. And I know we're not, everything is not good. You a cheater, you a liar. I'm nice, I'm not. But maybe if we give it some more time. So then the girl, I know you got what I'm saying. Time don't heal. Let's stop. Number one, first rule number one, 2025. Let's stop saying time heals everything. It doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, Angie. Time don't heal nothing. Somebody, yeah, Miss Cindy. Somebody asked me the question first. Somebody said, how do you receive the things that you deserve? Now the question that I had was, what do you think that you deserve? Now, let me tell you something about what we deserve. How do you receive the things? Let me short answer. How do you receive the things from God that you deserve? Number one, I want us to know the law of attraction that the Creator has set into place. That He don't have to always be there physically. He set the laws to manage us. He set the laws to law and to the rod and thy staff, right? He don't have to always physically be present, right? But the laws that are set, like for instance, when the government set the laws of speeding, if everybody abide by the law of speeding, and we go under the speeding, it might be less accident, less traffic incidents, less this, and everything gonna go smoothly. A matter of fact, if you abide by the law, you probably won't be in prison. You won't get a ticket. You might not be hurt. You won't be in trouble with the law. Now understand, the law of attraction states not that you attract everything that you are, but you attract every damn thing. Period. That's how you were made. You are a piece of everything. Everything was put in you. You was the last one to be created. You was the last one. Mankind was the last one. It means everything became part of us. Everything was a part of us. Everything became us. We became every single thing. The dog, the cat, the fish, the birds, the air, the water, everything that was created, us. Do you understand this? So everything, that's why it says, listen, I give you authority and dominion over all things. Because everything had to, so you attract every damn thing. You attract everything. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. How do you receive the things that God has for you? Since you attract everything, if you make room for what you want, then it will come to you. But here's the problem. Hey, Fiona, here's the problem. Since you don't make room for everything, your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions, those things is what brings you what you get. Those things, your feelings, your thoughts, and your emotions, that connects to everything. That connects to everything out there. The husband, the wife, the relationship, the money, the finances, the bills, the car, the house, the car note, the property tax. It connects to everything. Your feelings is a part of everything. Your feelings are so powerful that it connects to everything. Your grandmother, your great grandfather, your kids. They can tell you how you feel. You can tell how your kids feel. You can tell them what's going on because you feel, think, feel, emotion. Everything is connected to you through your feelings and your thoughts. So God said, I'm gonna set up this beautiful intelligence that as you feel, you receive. You are with me so far? As you feel it, it's what you receive. I will match your feelings with everything that matches that frequency, that everything. I will match everything to those feelings. So whatever you feel, that means you can attract everything of that feeling, of that frequency of the feeling to you. Whatever you feel, I could attract. I'm gonna attract it. I'm gonna let that feeling be magnetic. That feeling is magnetic. That means whatever I feel goes out and connect to everything in that frequency. If I feel angry, it will connect me to everybody who's angry, everything that's in that frequency of anger, everyone who's in that frequency, all the animals in that frequency, all the bugs in that frequency, all the insects in that frequency. Do you understand when you are in a certain vibration and everything attacks you? Have you ever felt attacked? Come on, let's talk. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Have you ever felt attacked? No matter where you went, you was just people just effing with you. Your boss F with you. Your mother was effing with you. Your father F with you. Your husband F with you. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend F with you. The bugs was biting you. Every light was red. Every light, police was stopping you. Everything was just black. No, y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Why? Because you're feeling, you attracted it. So how do you receive the things that God got for you? This is why God told you this. Hey, Nikki, what's going on? This is why God even told you. He says, think about the things that are just. Think about the things that are of good report. Think about the things that are righteous. Think about the things that you desire. Think about the things that you want to think about. Listen, you see what the scripture tells you? The answer is right there. Think about those things. And when you think about those things, your feelings would align to it. When your feelings are aligned to it, you get to receive it. Was that too much or was that not enough? Should I go deeper or that's it. Oh, you got it. Did that make sense to anybody or that just you theory? You want me to go deeper still? Theory said go deeper. But that acid reflux is 3 hours before lying down after eating. Charlotte, who are you talking about, girl? Lady of Faith said go deeper. Thank you, Miss Virgo. Listen, thank you, Kelly. We attract everything. We attract everything. It's not you just don't attract. Listen, stop telling yourself, I just can't get what I want. I just can't. You know, I don't know why I don't know why it's not me. Why I can't. Why I'm so lazy. Why I'm so big. I don't know. You can have whatever you want, but your thoughts and your feelings got to be aligned with it. So to receive those things, 11:11, to receive those things, you have to put your intentions, which is your feelings and your thoughts into it. And when you put your thoughts into it and your feelings, the Bible says when you pray for something, when you ask for something, know that you are going to receive it. Because the Father loves you. Your Father loves you. And what parent will ask for bread and the Father give them stone, right? Which parent, which father that a child would ask for bread and he give them stones? That's evil, ain't it? So since your Father loves you, he knows based on what you ask for. Nobody wants that creator. It's not a punishment thing, but it's a call accountability. You have to account for your thoughts. It says every idle word you speak shall be accounted for. That means it's not just your words, but your thoughts too. Hey, Beatrice, your feelings. Even if a man lusts at a woman, you already created the sin. So even your feelings are accounted for. You don't understand this? Check this out. Let's go a little deeper. If I can look at a woman, if I can look at a woman, let's be real. If I can listen, hear this right here. I just got this. If I can look at a woman with lust in my heart, I've already committed adultery. True or false? Right or wrong? If that works with that, if that idea works with that, if I can look at her and create it in my mind that I'm sleeping with her and look at her in that way, it's already done. If it's already in my spirit, then karma is coming from that. Therefore, if I can look at someone that I want and imagine it and feel it the same way. Do you all see where I'm going with that? Do you all see where I'm going? See, it's not just one thing. See, it's not just one way. See, it's not just one part. Look at the whole scripture. If I can look at a woman and lust and commit adultery in my heart and therefore create karma, then if I can look at a business that I want, the business that I want, feel like it's already done, create it in my spirit and in my vision. If I could have the vision behind it, then it is done. If it is done, it has to come to me. The karma has to come to me. The energy goes out and connect to it. How do I receive? How do I receive what God has for me? I have to be ready to think and focus on it. I can't think about the bad things when I want the good things. I can't think about what I don't want when what I want is not being watered. I can't think about the man or woman who left me when the one who is still there for me is right there. That's how infidelity starts. Right, Kitty? We have to choose how we think. The scripture tells you, think about the things that are righteous, the things that are good, the things that are kind and lovely, of good report. Let's focus on those things. But we don't want to. Because it's hard. It's difficult. No, it's because we are not accountable for our own thoughts. We're not accountable. Now that I think about it, you're right. That feeling always made me end up in the small places and companies become I didn't dare feel big. I'm telling you, man. It's not as hard as we think. It's just discipline. It's just take practice. It's just doing it again and again and again. This is the time. Yeah, Angie. This is the time. This is the time right here. Listen, for the next 12 months, we're going to get in this wilderness and we're going to walk around for 40 years like the Israelites. We're going to walk around because we're going to purge. We have to get rid of all those things that we've been carrying from slavery because we can't take those things to the promised land. We don't know how much time we get. We're going to sit in the wilderness for a while. We're going to be in the wilderness for a while, walking around, learning, receiving, changing mindsets, changing our beliefs, changing our thoughts, changing what we see, changing how we react. Yeah, it's time. Well, let's go in the wilderness. Let's play. But when we go out there, we can't wish to go back to slavery. We can't wish to go back to the man. We don't even understand. When you look at the Bible, and I look at the Bible from time to time. Some days for many hours, and some days for a couple minutes, and some days none. We look at the Israelites. Yeah, Miss Cindy. We look at the Israelites, man. Never again, Morocco. We look at the Israelites. And when they was in the wilderness, they wanted to go back, and they cried to go back. When they came, hey Sabina, how are you doing? Thank you so much. You're Moses. That's funny. We look at the Israelites with Moses, and Moses was like, damn, you all don't listen. Moses was like, God damn. You remember when they came to the rock and they was thirsty? Southern girl. Remember when they came to the rock and they was thirsty? And Moses and God told Moses, God said, hey, come here. You want Aaron, come here. Let me highlight you out. I want you to talk to the people. And as you talk to the people, I want you to strike the rock. And when you strike the rock, water will come from that rock. And they can drink. They can feed their animals. And they can carry water with them. Moses, all right, okay. I believe it. I got it. I got you. But Moses was so annoyed with them, complaining. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I get it. I get it. Hey, Tamara, I get it. Because as soon as you come to an unfamiliar feeling, or to an unfamiliar place, or to a place where you don't understand or know, you panic. Hey, you want to go? Crying, I wish I was back. As soon as you leave your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and the feeling of you missing them, you always want to go back, don't you? I should go back because my feeling. How do I deal with these feelings? And we don't understand why Moses was annoyed, why the Israelites keep creating gods, and why the Israelites always wanted to go back. We don't realize that, do we? Hey, Tony, can you black that guy who keep putting his number there? I don't know what number that is. I think that's like a booty call number or something. Once you are focused on intentional, you can achieve anything you want. Facts. Thank you. Listen. Hey, Miss Pink, how you doing? You know what's strange about the promised land? And I mean, the Moses in the wilderness with the people? Do you know what's strange about the story? We look at it too literally, so we don't understand it. I'm doing amazing, too. Thanks for asking. I'm doing amazing, Miss Pink. We look at the story as literal, so we don't get what it really means. I don't understand if God took them from Egypt where they were slaves, why were they having other gods? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't. Wait, you say that you need to buy a Bible? Why you say that? I don't get why Moses. I don't get if they knew God talked to Moses. Why didn't they just follow Moses? Why they had to complain and why they had to fuss and why they had to do this and why they had to cry and why they had to always go against and was ready to go back. You doing it too? Ain't that what you're doing right now? You in the wilderness. You left. He left. She left. Look at you. You ready to go back, don't you? As soon as you miss them, you want to go back. Sandra, how are you doing? How are you doing? They're uncomfortable. Hey, Lacey. As soon as something, they want to go. I want to go back. I miss you. Why do you think that you are the way how you are, but you don't understand the way how they were? Because you're selfish. You're going back to slavery, back to the place where it broke you, back to the place where you was making bricks with just water and dirt. You're going back to the place where you had to suffer. Back to the place, at least you knew the devil that you was with, but you don't want to meet the new devil because you don't know what to expect. See, you want to go back to slavery. This is what the Bible, this is what those scriptures represent. The scripture of Moses in the wilderness is just you coming from your past life. And look how hard it is. You're 45 years old now and you're still in there yet. See that 40 years that they walked around? How old are you? How old are you? Do you know this? Can I speak to you guys for a second? Can I speak to you? Do you know this? That about age 40, you felt something was missing? Who am I speaking to? Did you notice that about age 40, 41? Hey, thanks, Jeffrey. About 42, something wasn't feeling right? Feel like something was missing? Do you all felt that? About age 40, age 42, age 43? Do you all felt like something was missing? Something was off? Something needed to change? But you couldn't just put your finger on it? Something became, I'm 40, but I should be free, but God, what am I missing? Do you all notice that? Yeah. See that 40 years in the wilderness, walking around, confused, crazy? Miserable? Miserable? And this is the time. This is the time. Hey, Lachey, how you doing? Hey, boss lady. This is the time. 47 now? 39? This is the time, man. Superpowers at 44. I'm telling you, this is the time. It's freedom time. Somebody said, how do you cleanse from your ex? We're talking about cleansing ourselves. So let me answer the question. How do you cleanse yourself from your ex? Yeah, number one, can I say this without nobody, Sandy Sands, good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? Good for you to join. I appreciate you. Somebody asked, how do you cleanse from your ex? From your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband. Let me say this without being bad. I am almost 70. Wow. And I don't feel and look at, I love it. I love it. I love it. Promise, man. How do you cleanse from your ex? Let me tell you about this. I know some of y'all gonna take me wrong. You don't have to clean from your ex. You just clean, period. Listen, you have to understand that your ex is not God. He's not super powered. He doesn't have the type of power. I know you all think, well, he's a narcissist. No, we use that word narcissist a lot because, that was your way of saying, let me relinquish my responsibility to protect myself, to regulate my own emotions, to regulate my own feelings, to regulate my power. Let me give up that power and put it in your hands. So when the narcissist couldn't do it either, couldn't make you feel happy and couldn't please you, you blame him for being a narcissist. And you say, I was with a narcissist and now I don't have any control. You don't have any control because you don't have any control. Yeah. Now I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you. Because that narcissist was never given control of your energy, of your life. He was never saying, hey, narcissist, take control of Betsy. God never said that. Narcissist, you, Jim, I give you power over Betsy. No, nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said that. But since you lacked self-control, you lacked boundaries, you lacked self-respect, you allow somebody, you relinquish. You know what we do back in the old slavery days? Thank you, Speedy. You know what we did back in the old slavery days? Us 10 years ago, 20 years ago? You know what we did? Let me tell you what we did. We say, I give my sacrifice to you. And this is what I mean. This is my love. This is my peace. This is my life, my happiness and my joy. I don't know how to manage it. Jim, Tim, Tom, Peanut, Alex, James, John, I don't know how to manage this. My love, my happiness, my heart, my peace, my breath. So I give it to you. Please take care of it. Yeah, Peanut. Please take care of it. Please don't hurt me. Ain't that what we did? Come on now. Let's go. Yeah, Chrysler, victim consciousness. Isn't that what we did? Think about it. Isn't that what we did? I can't manage my heart, my own love, my peace, my emotions, my feelings. I can't manage my thoughts, my life, my breath. So please, here you go. Please imagine for me. Do it. I trust you to do it. As a matter of fact, my trust you. King Kubaba, what's good with you, girl? How you doing? Those who kneel at your feet because they kneel on your neck. Oh, Lord. No, Lord. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight. So we say here, I relinquish I give my all to have just one more night with you. I right to feel your body next to mine. I can't go on. Isn't that what we did? We give. We said, listen, you all like my voice. You all like my singer. By the way, I used to be a singer. I know you, I can tell. I said, listen, we said, yeah. We said, listen, 2011. You're laughing at me. I thought I was doing a good damn job, and you all just. We relinquished our control to them. And then you know what we did? We call them a narcissist. Hey, listen, hey, I'm going to give you my all. And if you don't do it right, if you don't manage it properly, you're a narcissist. You're an ass and you're toxic. Again, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to disrespect nobody. I don't want to victim blame. I ain't pointing no finger. And so narcissist was a big thing this past couple years. Narcissist was a huge thing this past couple years, wasn't it? The term narcissist. Recognize this song. That's my, yeah. Music from languages I don't get because most lyrics are feeling toxicity. No wonder some people forbid music. Man, I gave you my heart. I give my heart, my mind, my soul, everything. I give you everything, and I want you to manage it. Because if you manage it, I don't have to do the work, so I can trust you. Yeah, anxiety and ADHD too. And here you go. But if you don't do it right, you're a narcissist and you're toxic and you ain't shit. And so when the people mismanage your emotions, when they mismanage your heart, and they fumble your emotions, and they fumble your peace, and they mismanage your energy, and they're healing. But take back that responsibility. Take it back. Take it back. When you place your company under management and you realize the management ain't working, you relinquish that, hey, okay, you couldn't do it right. I need to fire you. But no, we don't want to fire them. And we don't want to take the power back. If you take the control of your own stuff, when you tell me how do you cleanse yourself and move on, it's just because you haven't taken responsibility yet. And that make me sound like a damn wise old man. I'm not old yet. It means you have relinquished your control over yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. Yeah, Chrysler, there's nothing wrong with you. You're a perfectly fine human. You're breathing, your heartbeat is pumping. You're healthy, you're physically. Everything is flowing good. There's nothing wrong with you. But you're not accountable for your own shit. You gotta be accountable for your own. And you know what though? Yes, it's gonna feel a little off. Yes, it's gonna hurt sometimes. Yes, we're gonna all feel sometimes annoyed. And we're gonna all feel sometimes disappointed. And we're gonna all feel all the emotions. But it's yours. It's your emotions. It's yours. It's not mine. I can't give you disappointment. You could get disappointment from yourself. I can't give you anything unless you agree to take it. I can't give you misery unless you decide to take it. I can't give you unhappiness except until you decide to take it. I can't give you anything. I don't have the power. God has the power to give you. I can't. So you have put somebody as your God. And take from them. How does somebody control the heart that's in your body? Please tell me. Let's talk. How? Who did God give the power to control the heart in your body? How does that happen? And we don't question those things. We don't question those things. You don't think that's weird? That's like, if I eat, do you swallow? If I chew up my piece of chicken bone, do you swallow it? Do you get filled? No. So how? For God's sakes, how? How does that happen? That you have the power to penetrate my heart and make me not love it again. Make me suffer. Make me angry enough to not forgive you. To pause my life. How did that happen? And you call them the narcissist because that gives you, that relinquishes you of your responsibility. That relinquishes you from your responsibility over your own damn life. Because for you, it was too much. San Moles, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see. That relinquishes you from your responsibility over this body, this heart, this peace. So now, I don't have, not men or women, because you don't have it because you lost it. I heard somebody said earlier today, somebody said, you can't find trust anywhere. Somebody said that. You can't find trust anywhere. The only place trust happens, it's in your heart. You can't find it anywhere because it doesn't exist anywhere else except your heart. Person this no complain as if we don't have a choice but to deal with ill-mannered strangers. Indeed. Candy, how are you doing, Candy? Candy, yeah, I recognize you. Does sage work? You know, the sage work. Does sage work? You know what sage is, right? I have some sage in my room. I don't use sage. Sage don't work on your own mind. You know, the problems that we carry is in our minds, in our thoughts. Even from the lens of a believer, nothing exists outside of God. That universe, any tune out of it brings in darkness, aka devil's position and narcissist. I'm telling you. Sage, you can't use sage like that. Sage is your mind that carries these things. Our feelings and our emotions carries these things. Sage don't connect to our feelings and our emotions. Sage don't cleanse our thoughts. Sage don't cleanse the way how we fight our thoughts. Sage don't affect the way how we fight our thoughts and how we are so against our thoughts and how we think. Sage can't fix that. Sage is not strong enough. Belinda, how you doing? It works for flies and mosquitoes. You can't cleanse yourself with sage. Sage is not that. To cleanse yourself, you have to allow yourself to go through what you go through. You know, nobody takes you through anything or takes you out of it. You have to walk through it. You have to walk through. You don't have to, listen, you don't have to purge yourself for an ex. You have to accept that your ex is gone. Is anybody here struggling to accept the fact? One time in life, anything else is what open for to be expected. That's kind of deep. Is there anybody here? What was I going to ask? I forgot what I was going to ask. Lord, I forgot what I was going to ask. Do I have anybody here who cannot accept that their partner left? Ms. Virgo? Is there anybody here that cannot accept that their ex has left? Anybody here? Does anybody here cannot accept that still fights the idea that their partner or that they are broken up? Anybody here? Because the only reason why you have to purge yourself from a man or a woman is because you can't accept. There's nothing wrong with you except acceptance. He's here, but not exactly what I want. And if it's not what you want, move it. You know, a lot of times you cannot get the new thing when your old thing is taking up the space. You know, I have a car in my garage, but if I want another car, I have to move the one first to put another one in my garage. I can't fit another car on that car if my garage is not big enough. You know, sometimes it's trust, right? Married. Now, if I didn't accept it. Facts, Chris. You know, you can't, many of us don't want to, many of us Many of us don't want to accept. Many of us don't have trust. We don't trust God. We say we do, but we don't trust. Shorty Mike, Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to you too. Hope all is going well. You know, many of us don't trust. Because if you trust, you realize one thing that you do. Hey, Belinda, one thing that you do is, I don't see, trust is not about, well, another one will come. Trust is that no matter what happens, I'm perfectly fine, so let me release it. If nothing else comes, I'm perfectly fine. Trust is not saying, well, I don't know. Hey, Passion Creek. Trust is not that, well, I don't know if I'll get a better one. You remember with Adam and Eve? We don't understand the story. We don't understand the story sometimes with Adam and Eve, man. Adam and Eve. Can you imagine God? Hey, listen, Adam and Eve is created by the Creator. Let's say his hands. The way they left is a problem. Indeed. Adam and Eve is in this, oh, they're two in this land. Let's say for the story's sake, they are the only two in the Garden of Eden. And we don't know how long they've been together before sin entered this world, right? Probably 1,000 years, 10,000 years, who knows? So let's say they've been together for 100 years. For 100 years. And God said, listen, man, listen, hey, Adam, listen. Do not eat of this tree. If you eat of this tree, you will surely die. Adam was like, I got it. I'm not going to eat it. Eve, you hear what God said, right? Don't eat it. And it's not that. If she die, I can't be here by myself. Let's look at it from both angles. Hey, Little Lee, how are you doing? Good to see you. Let's look at it from the angle. Hey, listen, if Eve, don't eat it, man. Don't eat it. It's not about you disobeying God that much, but it's about I can't lose you because I ain't got nobody. I look around, nobody was there. Me. I look behind me, nobody was there. I have nobody else, so I can't afford to lose you. I don't think God's gonna create more. And so one day Eve went out. And as the woman went out, some pretty dude said, hey, come here, let me holler at you. Wait, you here, dude? I didn't know you was here. I thought it was just me and him. And his pee-pee small anyway, so this ain't gonna work. But now that you're here, you know? Now that you're here, I'll talk to you. And Eve ate of the fruit. And the fruit was so good, he said, Adam, look what I did. It was a lie, it's not true. Eat it. Adam looked at Eve and said, shit. Boy, God said we're going to surely die, so I can't live by myself in this place. Listen, because remember before God made Eve, I hope you all enjoy my little humor. Because, you can't talk like this without humor. Because it makes it hard to receive sometimes because the things that I be saying sometimes is different, right? So if I don't put a humor in these things, it doesn't work. So I have to learn to add a little humor so that it can be easier to receive it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not that bad. He ain't cussing me out. Hey, Amanda, darling, how we doing? So I hope my humor don't disappoint you. The Genesis of Kirk. It's the Genesis of Kirk. The Kirkuses. Okay? The Kirkuses. Thank you, Miss Virgo. When I use humor, people be taking me personal. They be mad. So then, girl, remember that video people mad about? Oh my God, I can't believe you said it. Why I can't say it? You think I'm above humor? I'm not above humor. I use humor in all my days. People be like, oh my God, I can't believe you were serious. No, I was joking. You can't tell them. I guess you can't tell, but I do a little humor too. I said a little, right, NG? You know what I mean? Like, relax. It was a little humor. I just put a little humor. I can laugh too. People be getting mad. Kirk, you're supposed to be deep. I am. But I have some deep humor issues. So Eve was like, hey, Adam. Eve was, Adam, I taste the fruit. It tastes good. Oh my God, I see something. My eyes are open. Adam said, listen, didn't Father tell you? Thank you, Lynn. He said, didn't God tell us that if you eat it, you're going to die? So now you eat it. I don't trust anything. Let me just bite it too. You know, I know I shouldn't eat it, but damn it, let's just wait to die. And instead of him dying, he heard God's voice. Hey, Adam, the hell? Am I in some trance or something? I thought I was about to die. I thought we were about to die. He said it was a lie. He wasn't dying right now. And he bit it thinking that God cannot give him another woman. God won't give me another woman. So this is the only one God could create. He's the only one that exists. I can't. And you know, many of us live our life like Adam and Eve, and we don't even realize that the story is about you. See, you are holding on to the man or the woman that's not good for you, that's biting some fruit that you don't like, but you don't want to release them because what if no one ever come? What if no one else come my way? And so we're holding on to all these feelings of guilt, anger, resentment, misery, bitterness, resentment for our own current partners. You know what we're doing? We're holding on to all those pains. We are holding on to the suffering. We're suffering. We're not happy. We are weak. Yeah, June, we struggling with them. But even though they are bitten of the forbidden fruit, that was you focus. I ain't gonna lie, that was me too. That was me too. They have bit the forbidden fruit. They have done some things to you, but you can't release them because you think, well, I'd rather suffer with you than live and be free. Because freedom is scary. That's why we are in this class now. Freedom is scary. Ain't it scary to be free? Because imagine, can I answer the question though? Let's put our mind somewhere. Can we go somewhere real quick? I got like 5 more minutes. Can we go somewhere for a minute? Can we go somewhere for a minute? Can we go somewhere? We're in the wilderness now. Can we go somewhere just for a minute? Let's take off, right, Belinda? Imagine. I want you now to answer this question. Can you see yourself? Yeah, can you see yourself? Imagine if you could not be angry again for the next 2 years, or resentful, or bitter, or miserable, or complain. Imagine if you couldn't do that again for another 24 months. You think that you'd be okay? And don't tell me, yes, I will, I can't wait. I want to be honest. But before you answer the question, think about it, because my questions go a little bit extra. It's some hidden stuff behind it. And then my questions are different. It sounds simple, but they're a little deeper. For the next 24 months, imagine if you couldn't use anger, you couldn't use resentment, you couldn't use bitterness, you couldn't use misery, and you couldn't complain. Do you think that you will be okay? Think about it. Goldilocks, what's going on with you, girl? How we doing? Anybody? Acceptance is key. That's the apple. Don't waste time or energy. Focus on yourself. Just find solutions, yeah? Tough, Cynthia? My next question is, what's stopping you? That's my aspiration. So then what's stopping you? Tell me. You have a choice, you know. My mind at peace. But you know you have a choice, right? What if you had a choice? Hey, Maddie, how you doing? What if you had a choice? What if you have a choice? Don't you have a choice? Don't we all have a choice? We say that it would be peaceful, it would be good, it would be good, but yet we don't do it. Why don't we do it? Zadina, what's good? Why don't we do it then? I told you my questions are different. Why don't we do it? Why don't we choose something different? Why don't we choose not to be angry? To be peaceful and grateful? Why don't we choose those things? Listen, can I ask you a question? if 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 God came right now and snapped his finger, and anger and resentment, those two things is removed from your life right now. Anger and resentment. That means you're not carrying nobody's pain, no burdens. You don't have any unforgiveness to do. You ain't got to forgive nobody. You ain't got to forgive yourself. You carry no resentment. If resentment and anger was just gone, who would you be? What's up, Brownie Brown? How are you doing? Brownie in the house. Thank you, Candy. Thank you. You are such a beautiful soul. Candy, we haven't talked in a long time. We need to talk again. A matter of fact, let's talk again. Let me get one-on-one with you. Thank you so much, Candy. Thank you so much. Candy, for real, let's talk again. I just realized it was you from the last time I read your question. I was like, Candy, who's Candy? Oh, Candy. Let's talk again. Because I didn't know that you still have the X on your mind. Let's talk again. Seriously. I did. I did. I did buy it. I sure got it now. It's in my garage. We have a choice. I'm going to tell you straight up, man. I'm going to tell you straight up. When you are getting yourself, when you are leaving someone, when you are getting yourself into some situation, when you are leaving a man or a woman, you have to understand, man. We have to understand. It's hard. It's not easy because you are connected you are attached to something. And once you're attached to something, it becomes a part of you. It really do become a part of you. Because our experience here is to become a part of all our experiences. That's why memory don't leave. Experiences don't leave. Life never leaves. Memory cannot leave. It's embedded in us. It's just what we are. We become memory. Our entire makeup is memory. All we are is memory. That's all you can be is memory. Your body, your mind is memory. Your body carries memory more than your mind. Your body carries more memory more than your mind or your thoughts. Yeah. Your body carries more memory than any parts of you. Your thoughts, your mind, it's just your body carrying all these things. Hey, Sibyl, how are you doing? And so, because the memory is coming from your DNA. Like, for instance, you have your mother's face, your mother's nose, your father's eyes, your great grandfather, big old ears or the big old eyes. And because it's memory. Memory continues from generation to generation. It's memory. It's all you are is memory. That's all you are. That's all you can be. And so, because it becomes a part of you. So it's like asking me, how do I get my nose smaller? That's memory. My nose is going to be the size because somebody had it before I did. And somebody passed it down to me. Somebody passed it down to me. Somebody from my great-great-grandfather, my grandmother, they gave me a big old nose, and I have that nose. I never seen them before. I never seen my great-great-great-grandfather, but I'm carrying his nose on my face. I didn't remember mentally, but physically, I remembered. My body remembered. And so when you are with someone, when you're dealing with someone, when you sleep with someone, they become a part of you too. So to tell you that it's easy is a lie. It's not easy to get past somebody because your expectations, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your touch, all your senses became a part of the experience. You saw them, you smelled them, you tasted them, you licked them. Is lick a sense? Lick is not a sense, is it? Why is my mind on lick? What am I thinking about? See how you all perverted minds get to me? I shouldn't be thinking about licking nobody, huh? It's taste. Yeah, taste, right? See? Morocco said taste. My taste. Right, taste. Oh my God. Oh, see, Morocco mind is strange. She said it's taste. It's the same thing, taste. So I know her mind is not in the gutter. So when she said taste, I got it. Taste. Thank you for correcting me. You see what, you see what I'm saying? What's up, One King? How we doing, man? Long time to see. And so when we have been with somebody, there's time, I'm telling you, all the senses came together to experience because the senses, you know how powerful it is that all your senses, you hear their voice. Thank you, Orinthia. You hear their voice, you see them, you taste them. That still don't sound right, does it? It still sounds a little off, right? It's still a little perverted. But anyways, let's just say you taste them. Well, you taste the moment, and it will taste sweet. Let's say you taste the moment, right? You know what I mean? Hey, Happy New Year to you too, Winter. Happy New Year to you too. What's in the water bottle? It's water. But all your senses came together and gave you that experience. You see what I'm saying? It gave you that beautiful experience, and the experience was lovely. It felt good. It was experienced good. It was soft. It was this, and it was a good experience. So now, how do you get rid of the experience? You can't get rid of the experience. You just have to accept it's a part of you. So how do I get rid of these feelings? You don't have to get rid of the feelings. Feelings are perfectly fine. You can't feel wrong. You can't feel wrong. It's just one thing you can't do is feel wrong. You can't feel wrong. It's impossible to feel wrong. The feeling is perfectly fine. The feeling is not the enemy. It is not a bad thing. It's a beautiful experience, ain't it? To feel that is beautiful. To feel that means that you are living this extraordinary life where you can feel and experience. Don't get rid of that. You don't want to get rid of that. You don't want that to go. You don't want that to go. Because if that goes, you get numb. And when you get numb, you're about to pass. Because numbness comes before death. Don't get numb. Feel. Experience. Feel. The feeling is a beautiful thing. It's a power that we have that we on earth. That feeling is this is the only place we have those feelings. If you ever astral project, I don't know if you all know what I'm talking about. For those who know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. I'm not going to explain what it means. If you have ever astral projected, you will know feelings don't work there the same as it works here. Has anybody ever astral projected? Anybody? Has anybody ever left their bodies and traveled? Has anybody ever traveled? I don't want to sound crazy. So that's a method. Oh Lord, Morocco. By plane, Miss Rose. Miss Rose said by plane. I said no, but I understand. You understand, right? If you ever astral projected, you realize that the feelings here and the feelings there is two different things. Because the body feels. Out there is a different type of body. Yeah, Orinthia. Enjoy these feelings. You don't be fighting the feelings. Let the feelings be. They are perfectly fine. They are perfectly good, healthy feelings. You see, like when a doctor hits you on your kneecap and you kick him because your reflex is working. Oh, it never happened to me. When he hit me on my knee, I just move my foot because I'm like, if I don't move my foot, he might think something is. You know what I mean? If I don't move my foot when he hit me with the hammer. At 40 years, he might think something is wrong, so let me kick. Do you feel this? Yep. Oh, my foot moved. Do it again. Oh, shoot. I don't even know what happened. You want to know what I'm talking? It's just me. Y'all be making me feel like it's just me doing this life. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why am I feel always alone, man? Is it just me so you tell me the doctor never hit your foot with a little hammer and you just kicked just because you don't want him thinking that you're weird or your knees ain't working? What if your knees ain't working? You know how it is for your knees not to work? So I hit you on your kneecap and your legs don't move? What is wrong with you? Here you go, these pills. Like, I don't want those pills, but your knees not working. How are my knees not? I can walk. It's not just walking. If I could do this and your knee just stay, I don't know what to tell you. Something is wrong. You have ADHD or something. You have, maybe you have, chlamydia. I don't know what you have because your knees ain't moving. If your knee ain't moving, what's wrong with you? So I don't know. I like my knee to move. So 40-something years old, I get my checkups. Hit my knee first, please. Okay, I get it. Just move out of the way. I'm good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just me. You get it? I'm just saying, man. So those feelings are perfectly normal. They're perfectly fine feelings. Don't try to get rid of those feelings. Don't try to escape those feelings because they will find you again. Don't escape them. Be okay with them so that they don't. Because when they find you again, you remember that? Do you remember that? Thank you, Lynn. Do you remember that guy? Have you ever watched Taken? You ever watch Taken when the man say, I can't talk like him. I have some skills. I have a set of skills. And if I find you, what did he tell the dude on the phone? He tell the dude, the first one, June. He told the dude, listen, right now, if you just leave her alone, I will leave you alone. But if you take her, I will find you. And I have a set of skills that I will use. And if I find you, I will. Listen, that's your feelings. That's your feelings talking. Yeah, Liam Neeson. Yeah, him. That's your feelings talking. He said, listen, if you escape me, if you try to fight me, I will find you again. Yeah, you might win this time, but you're not going to win. I will find you again, and I will find you again, and you will have anxiety, you will have depression because you can't get rid of me. I ain't going nowhere until you accept me as yours. Listen, until you accept. You know, have you ever had a child that you didn't want? Have you had a child that you didn't want? That's a terrible analogy too, and I get it. I know it's a bad analogy. But have you ever had a child that you didn't want? And they always come to you, Mommy, Daddy. God. I don't even know if you mind. It's a joke. Don't get personal. It's a joke. Like, jeez. Because they have this attachment to you. They know their fathers. They know their mothers, and they're coming to you. They know who you are. Your feelings is yours. You cannot get rid of them. You have to welcome them. And when you welcome them, you find peace with them. You got to make them damn feelings be at home. I don't know what you can't run from them feelings, can you? You can't run from them feelings. Ain't this crazy? Because it's yours. Where are you running to? It's yours. You can't run from them little bastards. I mean, the feelings. I'm talking about the feelings. I'm calling the feelings bastards. Not the kids. But them too. You can't run from them. Because they always come back. Don't they always come back? They come back. And they come back. And you get anxiety because you can't sleep. And you can't think. And you can't focus. Because you are disowning them. It's your feelings. People, you have to welcome you. It's your feelings. They come from you. It's your babies. You can't not take care of your babies. They come from you. Give them some damn love. That's what they need. Some love, some appreciation. You put them on your chest and make them drink the milk of your bosom. But then that you do the same. Wait, it's not working anymore. I'm telling you all, man. Don't run from your feelings. They're gonna always catch up to you. They're gonna always find you. Seriously, all joke aside. And I'm talking crap sometimes. And you move from one emotions to one emotion like this. Yeah. Don't run from your feelings. Just acknowledge them. Don't fight them either. Yeah, cancer is proof, ain't it? I can't say your name. The one who says Ashe. I can't say your name. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Relinquishing certain decadence for 2 years. Yeah. So back to the question: if we will relinquish, if we will, if God snap His finger and remove anger and resentment, how would you be? Do you think that you'll be good? Do you think that you'll accept it? Do you think that you'll be happy? Do you think that life would be better? Do you think so? If God snapped His finger and removed anger and resentment, I'm still on, Gracie, yeah? You will be rich. Okay. Well, call me Thanos. You ready? You are ready for the snap? Call me Thanos. It's gone. Now what? Can you prove that it's not gone? Can you prove that it's not? Can you prove to me that it's not gone? If it comes back, it's you brought it back. If it comes back, it's because without it, you don't feel good. If it comes back, it's only because without anger and resentment, you don't feel the same anymore. You feel bored. Your energy don't know how to energize by itself. You don't feel yourself without it. If you bring it back, it's because you want to come back. Can you prove that? Would I be the same person without the bad? There is no bad and there is no good. There is no bad. There is no bad. Bad don't exist. Bad only exists in your own judgment of your mind, of your own limited mindset. That's where bad is. In this universe, there's no bad. The universe, bad don't exist. Bad and good do not exist in this universe. Only in your own judgment of your mind. No such thing. All things are God. Right? Hey, Miss Nico. Thanos. See, snap your finger. You cannot tell me that anger and resentment didn't leave. Reactions to hurt. But we can choose. See, we can react or we can choose. True light, thank you so much. We can choose or we can react. It's up to us. It's just an experience. I don't know why we take it so personal. If you want resentment and all them stuff to leave, you have a choice. You can make it leave by practicing other emotions. There are so many emotions out there. Why do you keep practicing the same damn one? Let me say that again. Me that I never met before. I love it. Then meet that person though, Morocco. Meet that person. The mind is the downfall for emotional baggage behavior. What does that mean to you? Thank you, MK1904. Thank you so much. What did I just say before that? I forgot what I said. I was saying something before that. I forgot what I just said. What's the last thing I said? Truth is what you decide it is. Your truth may be different than my truth. Ain't that something though? That's deep. I agree. I really agree. That is true. That is very true. But I forgot what I said last. I totally forgot what I said. Yeah, I said that, but it was after I said that. But thank you. I appreciate that. Anger and resentment. I said that too. I can't forget him. I swear I never feel that feeling for someone. 1 year I'm still crying like it's just yesterday. He broke my heart like I never feel. I accept the situation. Can't forget him. Why do you want to forget him? Yeah, we were about to fight him. But I think I was going somewhere with it that I just forgot where I was going. I was saying, all the emotions that we get to choose from, we pick the same old ones. and think and ask why we can't be free. We're picking the same two. Three: anger, resentment, sadness. We're picking the same ones. How many emotions are there? Hundreds. I don't know. I don't know. It's a whole lot. But we practice the same ones over and over and over and wonder why. We think that's because of life. No, life just don't give you things to be angry or resentful about. Life gives you a whole bunch of crap. But we don't see those things. Well, what we see is what's aligned to what we are thinking about or what we are feeling. Anger and resentment. And that's all we begin to see. And therefore, we're stuck in those emotions because that's what all we see is those emotions. Hey, there are many emotions to choose from. You keep choosing that, you're going to live it. Now, somebody say, I can't forget him. I swear I never feel that feeling. Why do you want to forget? Listen, have you ever had, have you ever had, have you ever, have you ever had like a soft baked chocolate chip cookie with nice and moist and a little perfect to the perfect taste and texture? Have you ever had a perfect chocolate chip cookie? And it was so, the first time you had it, right? Starlight said, "Oh my God, yes, that means that was good. That means what I'm telling you. You had those cookies. Yeah, you had those cookies before. And the taste was like never before. But why do you want to forget the taste? Do you have to forget the taste of the cookie to enjoy something else? Do you have to forget? Listen, this is very simple and basic information. But do you have to forget the taste of a chocolate chip cookie for you to enjoy the taste of a damn oatmeal cookie? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because why do we want to forget? I just said you cannot forget. The body is filled with memories. That's all we are. It's memory. Why do you want to forget? Why do you want to forget? I felt some things before in my life that I can't forget either, but Lord, it was good. Just to create some time. Exactly. I felt some things before in my days. Oh my Lord. Especially when I was like oh Lord. Especially when I used to, I didn't even want to talk about it because, but why do we want to forget? Mismanifestation. Listen. Why do we need to forget? Why can't we just, oh, that tastes, that cookie tastes so good. But this chocolate chip, but this chocolate swirl one tastes good too. There's no such thing as bad memories. It's just memory. Nobody creates bad memories. And nobody creates good memories. It's just memory. And when you resist it, it becomes a bad memory. And when you welcome it, it's a good memory. You're punishing yourself for labeling your memory. There's no such thing as bad memory. It's just a memory that you choose to resist because you cannot accept that it happened the way how it happened and when it happened. And when you accept it, you accept it. Lord, from the brown, you have a mouth on you, huh? He said, I have memories of him such and such. Oh, girl, you got some strong memories right there. Can I tell you one last thing? Life becomes harder to miss out facts, true light. Life becomes harder when you label things. If you think something is bad, you're gonna fight it all your life. In your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 70s. And then one day, on your deathbed, where all you can do is lay there and not move. before you crossed over. You're going to accept it. It happened. Wow. And you're going to cross over. If you don't accept it now, hey Rose, you'll have to accept it later. But if you don't accept it now, you are holding back your peace until later. But peace is better now than later. Peace is better now than later. I promise you. I promise you. Travis, it's good to be a troll, man. Be a troll. Ain't nothing wrong with being a troll. The world needs trolls. Ain't nothing wrong with being a troll. The world needs trolls and princes. Happy New Year to you too, Vanessa. Happy New Year. Listen, I'm telling you. We could fight, or we could accept. But it's up to you. Because the sooner, hey Christina, thank you for being on my team, Christina. It's up to us. It's up to us, man. It's just a memory. It's just a memory. Everything happens, the body holds on to it. Does the body say, well, then, can I ask you a question? Now, I told you guys that the body is just memories, right? You think the body says, well, this nose is an ugly nose. So let me take a bad memory from your grandfather. Let me choose a bad memory. Put it on your face and call it a big ugly nose. Or the body just gives you a nose according to your DNA. It's not an ugly or bad nose, it's a nose. It's just you think it's not good enough because you see other people, you see how they live, you see their noses, and you comparing your nose to their nose. So you think yours is bad and theirs is good. That's just how people live. It's comparison. And comparison will steal your joy. Listen, comparison of good and bad will steal your joy. Comparison of good and bad memories will steal your joy. If it's bad, I promise you, if your mind says it's bad, if you think your nose is bad, like I have a big nose. I've always had one. Before I thought it was bad. So I used to hide my nose. I used to talk like this. Hey, how you doing? Oh, no, girl. I'm good. Right? I just be like, no, I'm not. Why is my head on my nose? No, my head, it's not on my nose. I get a little headache. No. But I realized, what the hell am I doing with myself? This is hard. This is hard. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't keep doing this. My arms tired now. My arms, I have to be up there all day. I can't meet no girls. I'm like, damn. Right? I like to preach. And I realized, wait, only because of my own judgment of me thinking that it's bad. That's why I'm hiding it. Just like a memory. You think it's bad, so you fight it. But if you stop thinking it's bad, you welcome it. Yeah, and when you welcome it, if you allow your thoughts to come, you'll see how they go. And let me let you understand it. If you just allow your thoughts to come, you will see how they go. But when every time they try to come and you block them, they're going to come. Because it's yours. They're going to come. Your feelings, they're going to come because it's your feelings. They're going to come. So when they come, hey, you good? I'm good too. And they pass. And I don't know why I don't know why it's so hard to accept that. It's just feelings and it's just memory. They come and they go. They come and they pass you straight by. They're like, hey, you remember me? I remember you, buddy. All right now. I don't see any reaction. So I'm not used for energy anymore. So I guess you don't need me anymore. There's no reaction, so you don't need me, huh? Oh, so you move, so you think you're better than me now, huh? And memory? I mean, resentment. You think you're better than me now, Kirk? My name is resentment. You think you're better than me now, so you don't react and you're not scared anymore? Imagine when you go see your partner. You come and visit your boyfriend or girlfriend. And when they see you, listen, let's be real. Imagine you going to see your boyfriend. You live long distance. And you show up like, hey. And they're like, hey. you're not happy to see me no more? I mean, yeah, you're good. You come and sit. Yeah, come in, sit down. They show you nothing. They don't give you no piece of bread to eat. They don't give you no cake and ice cream. They don't give you water. They don't give you a place to sleep. Come on. You're like, shit, I ain't going back over there. Right or wrong? Nah, I ain't going back over there. Oh, you got me wrong. So you tell me I traveled all the way here, and you're not even happy to see me? You don't even, that's what you said, hello, that's it? That's all you're gonna give to me? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got somebody else. You got someone. Why? You know you're a woman be grabbing and twisting. Why do you all grab and twist? Like, what do you all twist? I mean, I get the grabbing. Yeah, right? I get the grabbing, but you all be grabbing and twisting and then bringing it in. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I don't want to, I don't. God, imagine what you are thinking when you twist. Imagine what you're thinking when you're twisting. What are you thinking that you're twisting? I'm scared. To think that you are thinking about twisting something and you are in your middle of your argument and you grab and twist. I'm worried about if you really got something in your hand, you're going to twist. I'm scared. We got the chutneys of butter. I'm scared. Because you really might twist it. Men do the same thing too. I've never used my hand to talk. It doesn't. And your head move, your finger move, you come back and you twist it. I forget what I was saying. Well, what was I totally forgot what I was saying. Yeah, kiddo, the best thing to starve something is no attention. What you focus on grows. And indeed, that's how we get autoimmune disease more than our feelings use our bodies as vessels. Indeed. I forgot, what was I saying now? I totally forgot what I was saying. I was twisting. Is that what you all be doing when you all be talking and twisting? You all be forgetting what you all saying too? I forget what I was saying. Resentment doesn't move. Yeah. You even get back to their house. You come to see them jokers, right? You come to see them. You come over there, and they ain't happy to see you. They ain't excited. They ain't taking their clothes off. You're not going to the bedroom. You're trying to. Like, wait, so you didn't have to see me? It's those same thing happen to your feelings. When your feelings come, or those thoughts come, and you say, hey, your resentment come and say, hey, resentment, you're not happy to see me no more? You're like, no, you good. You can stay. You come inside. I'm not going to give you no food or no drinks because I don't just sit too long. I'm not going to give you a place to lay your head. I'm not going to entertain you. I'm not going to talk to you really. But you can come. You don't have to go. You can come. But I know if I feed you and I give you a place of shelter and I give you food and water and a pillow, you're going to stay your ass right. I don't really care if you have you here for long because I got to go to sleep. You feel me? I gotta go to sleep. So I can't have you stay too long. So I'm not gonna entertain you. Because when you don't entertain your guests, what happens? Damn, when you have company and you say, oh, look at the time. What does it mean? Oh. Alright, but I see you. I see you tomorrow. Hey Kiona, long time to see. When you have a guest and you say, oh, look, what time is it? Oh girl, it's getting late. It's time to go. And so when you talk about your feelings and your emotions when they come, some of you are, oh my God, he came back. I can't believe, oh, my feelings. You're also dramatic with it. I can't believe. And he said, oh, well then you give me a place to stay. Let me stay right here. Let me sit my ass down right here. You like me. You're reacting. Because one thing about emotion, they don't know if it's a good reaction or a bad reaction. They just feel a reaction, and a reaction is energy in action. That's what a reaction is. You are reenacting an energy. That's all reaction is something come from an energy. So when you give those emotions a reaction, They don't know if it's a good or bad, and they don't give a damn if it's good or bad. They just like the energy, the attention. It's like when you give Miss Netta and Charles attention, they don't care if it's bad attention or good attention. They still get their views high, and they still get paid the same. Do you all realize that? Don't that? You know, like when we were laughing at people on social media. Uh, Not that I'm laughing at anybody, but I remember like Miss Netta and Charles. When you look at their videos, and you laughing and you like, you are so stupid. Oh my God, you a dude, right? And you give them all the attention, but the views are going higher and higher and higher, ain't it? You start sharing their stuff, you start texting, you start commenting, you start liking, and the views getting higher and higher and higher, and their paycheck getting higher and higher. And you thought that your negative, as you called it, your negative attention didn't work. It worked perfectly, didn't it? It works the same way. It works the same way. So when you give an emotion negative response or a positive response, it gives it the same energy. It jumpstarts it. So when the emotion comes and you, oh my God, I can't believe, it gives it energy. But if the emotion comes and you say, hi, I see you. So what are we doing today? We cooking? Because I'm gonna still do what I'm supposed to do. We're going to work today, right? And we're gonna eat and enjoy, and we're gonna talk, and we're gonna hang out. The same, nothing should change. Nothing should change. But when the emotion comes, it disrupts your entire day. It disrupts your entire damn day, don't it? You don't want to go as planned. You don't want to do anything differently. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to do this. You know, it disrupts your entire day, and that's why it stays, because now you have cleared your schedule. You have cleared everybody off your schedule, and now you make room for your emotions. So now your emotions are like, hey, we're here now. What we doing? You see how simple that is? Cooking with Kyra has her own show because of negative. I'm telling you, it works. It really works. So you are with this negative feelings, negative days, bad memories. It doesn't work. Stop labeling things as good or bad. If you don't want to, if you don't want it to get worse or grow, stop feeding it any attention. But don't feed it and then complain about it. It's too big. You can't feed it and then complain about it's being big. You can't feed it. You can't feed it. You can't. Every time you miss that man or that woman, if you feed it, if you gotta call or text or feel or cry, it's growing. Don't. It's okay to miss people. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. But just because I miss you, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything about it. I don't have to do a damn thing. Just because I like you, we ain't got to do nothing. Just because I want you, just because I love you still, we ain't got to touch. I don't have to come see you. I don't have to hold you, touch you. I have just, see, it's just emotions. It's just my emotions making, it's just emotions. That's all it is, emotions. Shit, you all adults now. You can't do it. I don't want to go to work, but I have to go. It's just emotions. I don't want to. I don't feel like going, but I go. I don't feel like going to work. I don't feel like. But I go to work, because if you don't get paid, and you can't feed your kids. And your kids feeding your kids is not an emotion. Feeding your children is not an emotion. Feeding your family is not an emotion. Locking your doors. I have to go back downstairs to lock this damn door. I have to go back down. Especially usually when you're in a bed high, when you're in a house with emotions for days, right? Hey, Amoy, how you doing? Like feeding a stray cat at your door and expect, you see that I live in a 2-story house. And I swear to God, sometimes when I'm upstairs, I'm like, shit, the door ain't locked. But I'm already in bed. And you know, when you're already laying down in bed, and the door downstairs, when you don't know if it's not locked, and then your family is in the house, yeah. Well, I don't have to feel like it, but I'm the man of the house. Let me protect my damn family. I don't care what I feel. Good night, Amoy. But listen, though. Let's continue this right here. For the emotions you don't desire. That's right. Don't clear your schedule for the emotions that you don't desire. That's right. Shouldn't have went work that day. Thank you, pretty brown eyes. Thank you so much. But listen, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the night. The one that I Put meditation music on high. I want to continue this journey. I want to continue this journey. I want to continue this journey. This year, 2025, is going to be this journey of release. Are we releasing yet? Are we releasing yet? Have we started to release? To let go? To be in this a little bit? Let's let this year be the wilderness. Exodus. Exodus. All right, all right, all right. Movement of your people. You know that song? I want you all to listen to the song. I want you all, after this live finishes, I want you all to turn on the song Exodus from Bob Marley. Exodus from Bob. If I play it, they're gonna block it and they're gonna block my account. I can't play music. I don't know. This is just weird. But I want you all to, yeah, from Bob Marley, I want you all to turn that song up. And I want you to let, this is the journey of, or the journey in the wilderness. This is the conscious journey. I want us, if we done this live, go on YouTube or something and play Exodus by Bob Marley. And I want you to see yourself moving from this old feelings, old relationships, old people that you once knew. I want us to go in the wilderness, and I want you to imagine that nothing that you see, that you recognize. I want you to be in this beautiful space where you recognize nothing, but you are still calm. I want you to visualize you in this place where you don't recognize it's not the same. Thank you for the gifts. It's not the same emotions, not the same feelings, not the same boyfriend, girlfriend, not the same relationship. I'm coming back on tomorrow, Southern Girl. I don't know what time though, because my kids ain't back to school yet, and them jokers be annoying. They go back to school on Wednesday, so I'm gonna come on sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but maybe 7 p.m. Let's say 7 p.m. Thank you so much, Manifestation Code. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I'm serious. Let's imagine we're in the wilderness. So this is a wilderness time, all right? Let's purge. Time for the purge. You all have a blessed night. Have an amazing night. Have an amazing rest of your night. Make sure when you go to bed, you think freedom. Let people be who they are. Let them suffer with their own selves. Let them be angry if they want to be angry. Let them cheat if they want to cheat. Let them lie if they want to lie. Please, their lies ain't on you. Their cheating ain't on you. That's on them, their energy. They ain't do it because of you. They do it because of them. People, they ain't disrespected you because of you. It's because of them. People are going to be shitty. Let them be shitty in peace. You don't need to stop somebody from being shitty. Let them be shitty. That's their life. Please, you don't need to stop them and feel bad and feel guilty. Let people be. And as you let them be, feel yourself going to a space tonight when you can lay your head down and be okay. That's who they are. But you owe yourself being who you are too. You owe that experience to recognize yourself. Do you know what I mean? Good night, Kat. Good night, Morocco. Good night, Lindley. I see you guys later. Y'all, Exodus, that song. Let me know how that song touched you, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, love. Exodus from Bob Marley. B-O-B Marley. M-A-R-L-E-Y. Bob Marley. All right, beauty energy. You all, ciao. Ciao, June. You all be blessed, all right? See you guys later.